Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at on this Father's Day weekend. Saturday, we're back on the live stream for another episode of the My Mortgage Challenge live stream. Sign's kind of working. Studio/office is still a disaster, but we're working on it. Trying to get a little more professional up in here. There, that's what I normally do to hide some of that mess. All right, did you guys see my intro screen? I gotta tell you, one of my favorite parts of Saturday mornings is I get up, pour myself a cup of coffee, I come in here, and I start preparing for the live stream. Part of that is creating my intro screen, which is only on the screen for a few seconds, but it really makes me happy. Today's theme is going to be horse properties. We've got some incredible horse properties to look at. But for those of you who missed it, here's the intro screen. That's our dog Rose being ridden in an arena like a horse and jumped over a jump. If you guys know my daughter or know our dog Rose, who's the mascot of the channel, you would think that's really funny. So I might show it a couple times because nobody's in live yet, so I want to get some live reactions. All right, how's everyone's week going? Did anybody tune in to the daily video series I did this week on lake homes? That was a fun one. Looked at financing homes as short-term rentals, looked at projecting revenue, looked at cool lake homes all over the country. It was fun. We're going to do it again this week, but we're going to do a different theme. I'm thinking beach houses. I know we do a lot of beach houses, but we might do beach houses. We could do horse properties. I think a lot of kids are getting ready for college or excited to graduating high school and looking forward to college. So maybe we'll do homes next to universities. That might be a kind of fun one. So that's what we're going to be doing on the video series throughout the week. Is we're going to be, I'll still check in on our local housing here, but we're going to go all over the country and look at cool homes that match a theme Monday through Friday. So that was a lot of fun this week. All right. Let's get into some housekeeping items. Let's see here. So every week, Gavin Huckins over at Berkshire Hathaway sends me over some market statistics. Every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a home, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. In the state of Oregon, lockbox activities down 4.7%. It's trending down a little bit, but it's grads and dads week, right? So it's not shocking to see that number come down a little bit, although we are starting to see things turn. And I've been hesitant to say this, especially considering it's the middle of June. But we'll talk about that here in a second. But I am seeing things shift a little bit. Washington lockbox activity down 5.8%, again, following Oregon kind of trending down. So, we'll see what happens next week and the week after once everyone's done with the graduations and that kind of stuff. So we'll keep a close eye on the lockbox activity. Nothing that worries me here, but it is down slightly. You might be saying that's easy for you to say, Cody. You don't have a house on the market. And houses are sitting a little bit longer, They're not selling in the first 7 days like they have been for the last 5 years. It's taking 5 or 6, 7, 8 weeks. That's represented here, okay? So this is just for Clark County. New listings, 302. Up 14%, that's an excellent number. Pending sales, so homes that have gone into contract, 226, that's also up 10%, but I love that number because it's so much less than our new listings. More inventory is being added than's being taken away, and that's been a trend going on for several weeks, if not a couple months now. So very healthy. It's going to allow some negotiations. It's going to allow, I'm not going to say that shifting into a buyer's market. but it's definitely not that hardcore seller's market that we've been a part of. I mean, this is indicating a very healthy market. And I think, my own opinion, this also gives the feds an opportunity. I know we're just looking at Clark County, this isn't national data, to where if they did lower interest rates a little bit, if interest rates did come down off the highs, maybe got into those high fives, mid fives, we're not going to have runaway values, property values, runaway pricing that we've seen during COVID. I don't think. I mean, this is indicating that our market's healthy enough to absorb some improvements in interest rates. All right. Speaking of interest rates, let's take a look. As you all know, I am a mortgage loan originator. For a national average, all things interest rate related, I go to Mortgage News Daily. It gives us an unbiased, very accurate idea of what interest rates are doing across the country on a national average. 30-year fixed 6.89. Look, we've been right in that 6.8 to 7%. You know, it's getting kind of boring, right in there, 6.89. Jumbo loan 6.94. If you are looking at a jumbo loan, that would be a loan amount over $802,650. Okay. For the first time in my 20 years, I could be wrong, but for the first time in my 20 years as a mortgage loan originator, this week we saw 30-year fix at 6.85 conforming, and we saw jumbo loans at 6.85. They were identical. So if you're looking at a loan amount over that $802,000, now's a great time. You're not being penalized on your interest rate for having a jumbo loan. We're going to look at a lot of jumbo loans today. So, government loan 6.45. This is hitting that home affordability. You know, we talked about it last week. If you want to go back and look once a month, we compare. We have a benchmark house, and we look at month over month since the election of what interest rates are doing on our government loans, on home affordability. I really don't like the 6.45. I really like it when we're getting close to that, breaking that 6% mark. It makes a big difference, especially if you're looking at a home under that $550,000. Okay, difference between 6.45 and 5.99 is about $160 a month, depending on your loan amount. That's equivalent to $30,000 in borrowing power. So I'd like to see that come back down, but that's where we're at today, 6.45. Okay, I have 4 properties. Normally we do 3. I'm going to try to do 4 properties in the time it normally takes to do 3 this morning. I was feeling horsey. We're doing horse properties. I found some cool ones. We're going to start out at 8408 Northeast 339th Street, Inlet Center. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,972 square feet. Built in 1933, sits on 20 acres. This home is listed by Diana over at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Northwest Real Estate. Let's see what she has to say. Step into country living and the simple elegance of this beautiful modern farmhouse. Totally remodeled in 2021, this home was rebuilt with custom luxury touches and utmost care, professionally renovated from the studs in, offering complete replacement of electrical, plumbing, insulation, drywall, gutters, windows, siding, and roofing, custom cabinetry, lighting, and paint. The home upgrades offer natural light, inviting spaces designed for relaxation and enjoyment with included premium quartz countertops, mini split heat pumps, wood burning stove, open floor plan, and much more. I love this description so far. Getting a lot of information. The luxury primary suite includes a gorgeous bathroom with heated tile floors, deep soaking tub, and dual head walk-in shower. The home offers great entertainment space inside and out. The large covered patio area allows for expansive views of surrounding property and ample space for hosting. This flat 20-acre parcel is divided into 7 pastures for rotating grazing and plenty of pasture left for haying. Need more pasture? Adjoining 18 acres available for lease. Flat usable acreage with incredible outbuildings, including a gorgeous historic red barn, massive enough to support the ranch and plenty of room to store all your recreational toys. Convenient location, 6 minutes to the center, 12 minutes to Battleground, 35 minutes to the Portland Airport. All right. I like that description. All the key pieces of information we need. So there's our 20 acres. We'll look at where this is at in a second, but it's in the center, and it's a little ways out in the center. So cool, built in 1933. All right. Very beautiful from the outside. Looks like we have a blacktop driveway, covered front patio, concrete, very well maintained. Trying some new country music this morning. Let me know what you guys think. I don't really like it so far. All right, so here's the drive coming in. Looks like we have gravel before we hit the blacktop. Drive by. It's a very nice shop barn here. Excited to see what the inside of these outbuildings look at. There's the historic red barn. You know, already at 1.3 million, I feel like this is priced really well. Just looking at the outside. Now, reminder, I'm looking at these for the first time with you guys. For the most part, I do preview the house to prepare, but I don't go into all the pictures. But there's a lot here, 20 acres. There's a lot here for 1.3 million. All right, look at this outbuilding. Oh, I wish they'd go straight inside. 2-car garage, shop. Hopefully we get to see inside those outbuildings. All right, Mrs. Steinman's going, oh, I love this. Super cool. How cool is it to have this old fireplace that they've converted into, it looks like a wood-burning stove in the kitchen / dining room. It's hard to tell if those are laminate floors or original hardwoods. See if we can get a better look here. I'm not quite sure where in the house, if we came in through the entry or not. Hopefully these pictures are in somewhat of order. Okay, 2-tone cabinets. Very nice tile backsplash. Quartz countertops. Looks like we have an electric range. We are out in the center. I don't think there's gas out there. What's this down here? Is this a barn door for a dog? What is that? Hopefully we get a better look. I'm going to say those are original hardwoods. So it looks like we're downstairs into a living area. There's our mini split. Now we're back outside. Come on, guys, put your pictures in order. I've been talking about this for a year. Please put your pictures in order on Zillow. I know you can do it. Now we're back on the back of the house. Man, this listing was going so good, but it's just frustrating when the pictures are in order. Okay, to the back of that white outbuilding. Okay, they're using it as a gym. How cool. Office space. There's a lot you could do with this. Looks like they've sectioned off a room in here. Now we're back outside. The house looks a lot bigger than 1,900 square feet. Utility room. This looks like a guest bath. Bedroom number 1, vaulted ceilings, very clean and fresh in here. Different type of flooring that looks like laminate flooring. I'm guessing this is the primary bathroom. Very nice. Freestanding tub, walk-in shower, dual vanity. Bedroom number 2, I think. Looks like a 4-H student. Back outside in the barn. How cool is this? A lot of possibilities there. Back in our drone shot. Covered building for all your tractors and stuff. Cows. Okay. Fire pit. Looks like propane fire pit. Very nice covered back patio, concrete. Wow. Above ground swimming pool. One of these days, guys, I'm going to be on here and I'm going to say, you know what, that's it. I'm selling everything and we're buying one of these horse properties. How cool is this place? I'm not sure what's going on here. Man, the description was so good. The pictures are nice, but they're out of order. I feel like we missed a bedroom somewhere in there. But what a cool property. In La Center, there are currently 60 homes for sale. The median list price is $694,900. For properties have gone pending, $589. And for sold, $580. Now these all look like homes on much less land. These aren't horse properties. But maybe that's kind of why we see that lower, not lower price, but you get a good value there, in my opinion, on that house at $1.3 million. Okay, we're gonna go through the numbers fairly quickly because we have a lot to go over this morning. Okay, so $1.3 million, 20% down makes our loan amount $1,039,000. Interest rate, again, off of Mortgage News Daily, 6.94 is our jumbo. We are in a jumbo here because we are over the $802,000 limit. If we went 30% down, to give you a range, because on a property like this, obviously you're rolling over equity, so I don't think it's out of the question to bring in $400,000. I think that's probably a lot of people's wheelhouse on a transaction like this. Let's do a quick payment breakdown. Look at this, property taxes, $390 a month. What the heck is going on? That's so inexpensive for 20 acres. There might be more to the story there, so do your due diligence. Principal and interest, 20% down, $6,877, $6,017 with 30% down. So that brings our total payment to $73.67 versus $65.07 with an extra 10% down, saving you $859 a month. Out-of-pocket expenses without negotiating, which you could definitely do on this home, $271,000 or $401 depending on your down payment. Horse property number 1, how did I do? That was a good one, right? Maybe they put the pictures out of order just to bother me enough to where I will drive out there and actually look at the house. I bet you that's what they're doing. Okay, you guys ready for house number 2? If you like that one, this house you may not like. Carissa, specifically, Mrs. Steinman. But the property's pretty amazing. I don't know. We'll see. Tell us what you think about this one. You guys ready? We are going to 39310 Northeast 6th Avenue in Woodland, 5 beds, 3 baths, 2,904 square feet. Built in 1973, we sit on 9 acres. This home is listed by Steve Marshall, John L. Scott. I just realized we didn't look at the location of that other home. It's okay, but here we're in Woodland. You kind of see we are ways out in Woodland on the south side of the river. Let's see what Steve has to say. Welcome to this rare 9-acre equestrian estate with covered arena. Nestled in a park-like setting, this property features spacious 1-level, 5-bedroom, 3-bath home with upgrades throughout, remodeled kitchen with quartz countertops, custom cabinetry, and stainless steel appliances. The flowing floor plan includes quality hardwood floors, a large living room and family room, both with fireplace inserts. Primary suite offering a bath, walk-in shower, walk-in closet, step outside to the covered deck with territorial views, perfect for entertaining. Equestrian features include a 144-foot by 72-foot covered arena, barn with 4 stalls, feed room, loft, stall mats, plus multiple fenced pastures. Convenient location just 5 miles from freeway access. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Very cool old tree right in the front. Curb appeal isn't the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know why. This looks like a beautiful piece of property. Maybe it's because the house is being shaded, but it doesn't seem like a standout luxury, $1 million home. But could be just this picture. Now that, on the other hand, is beautiful. Nice big riding arena. The barn right next to it. Goats. That is a large field. Very cool. Flat, 9 acres. Beautiful gravel drive. Okay, now I can see the house a little better. Looks like fresh paint, pretty chimney. Okay, going in the entry. Entry comes into the living area. Right away I noticed those are very nice hardwood floors, wide plank hardwood floors. You don't see that very often. Normally it's laminate. You see that. And those to me don't look like engineered hardwood floors. Those look like real hardwood floors. There's our fireplace with appears to be a wood burning stove insert. Nice dining room. A wet bar. Very nice kitchen. Looks very wide and open. Beautiful kitchen. And kind of a timeless kitchen, timeless look with the cabinets. Okay, here's another living area. Very cool fireplace and hearth with wood burning stove. I don't know what it is. I just can't do the 8-foot ceilings. This home is perfect in every way so far. I love the 1 level, love all the cool fireplaces. Wish there's a way to raise the ceilings. Okay, here's bedroom number 1. This looks like the primary. Nice bathroom. Hard to tell if that was dual vanity or not. Bedroom number 2. Hardwood floors in here as well. Nice big bedroom. Guest bath. Bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 4. Another guest bath. Okay, nice walkthrough on the house. pictures in order. There's our barn. I believe this is a 4-stall barn with mats, very nice. Our arena. For all the dads out there that have a girl that rides horses, it brings tears to my eyes to think that I'd be able to get my daughter something like this. Can you imagine having this for your daughter? All right, what do we have here? Okay, I don't know what that was, but we're in the backyard now on the deck. I'm really curious to see what those outbuildings were, or was that the house? Let's go back. Is this an ADU? What is this? Okay, so it's just to the house, just to the side of the house, attached to the carport there. Okay, nice back deck, covered. Awesome. Oh, we got a trail, floor plan. We are not going to know what this mystery ADU is. What is this? I want to know. Good morning, Uva. Uva, we're looking at horse properties. Two very cool ones. I got two more to look at. But before we do, we're in Woodland. There are currently 57 homes in Woodland for sale. Median list price is $679. For pending properties, $559 and $679 for solds. These numbers are coming down, guys. Again, these aren't representing 9 acres. Yeah, Uwe, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but take a look at this. 302 new listings, up 14%. Pending sales up 10%, but still big gap between new listings and pending sales. That's excellent for the market. So yeah, obviously we are all seeing more properties hit the market. I was surprised at how many horse properties I found. I found a ton this morning. We're just looking at 4 out of probably a dozen I found that all seem to be fairly new. Okay, money. On this house here, we are in jumbo loan territory. Same as the last house, we're doing 20% down, 30% down jumbo. 1.425 makes our loan amount with 20% down 1.14, or just shy of $1 million with 30% down. Interest rates today on jumbo loan 6.94. Now that last property, $370 a month for homeowner or for property taxes seemed pretty low. Let's see what this house is. We are at principal interest $75.38 versus $65.96 with that extra 10% down. Property taxes $700 a month here, still not bad for 9 acres in Woodland. So if we take a step back here, total payment $83.38 with 20% down, $73.96 with 30% down, $942 a month difference. Cash to close $296 versus $439. Not bad. I like both of them. I know Mrs. Steinman would like the first one. I don't like having 8-foot ceilings, so I think that would be a deal breaker for me on the second one, but both beautiful homes. That arena, I might sacrifice the 8-foot ceilings for that arena. Okay. Property number 3. You don't have to spend over $1 million to get a horse property in Clark County. We are going to Yakult, 21803 Northeast Abernathy Road. in Yakult. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,624 square feet, sitting on just over 7 acres, built in 1975. I think for even those of us who live in Clark County, Southwest Washington, Portland Metro, need to look up Yakult on a map. So just south of Amboy, the way I like to think about it is it's directly north, not just north. It's quite a ways north from Camas. But if you drew a straight line up from Camas and over from Woodland, that puts you in Yakult. So it is a ways out, but the $300,000 or $500,000 you're saving pays for a lot of gas to get to the freeway. All right. This home is listed by Jared over at Discover Northwest Realty Group. Let's see what Jared has to say. Back on the market, no fault of the sellers. That, we could do a whole topic on that first sentence. And maybe we will. That'd be a good Q&A. We're going to do a Q&A day soon. That'll be a good Q&A, which I think was the name of the live stream this morning. I'm going to have to change it to horse properties. But back on the market, no fault of the sellers. Horse property, magical. 3 bedroom, 2 bath ranch on 7 acres, fully fenced, usable acres with lush pastures, a seasonal pond, and territorial views, ideal for the practical Northwest equestrian with a 2,400 square foot barn featuring 3 stalls, room to add more, an insulated tack room. That is huge. For the dads that are freezing their noses off, Father's Day weekend, will be politically correct or family friendly. An insulated tack room is really nice because it gets cold. I'm gonna sneeze. So insulated tack room, large round pen included, and ample shop space. The 1,624 square foot home offers vaulted ceilings, a cozy wood stove, tons of natural light, and an attached garage. Just a short drive to horse trails and equestrian amenities in the Gifford Pinchot National Forest and Lewis River Recreational Area, only 35 minutes to PDX and HOA. They're referring to up by Cougar, which is a short drive from here. There's horse trails up there on Mount St. Helens. It's beautiful up there. Uva, you can't post links in the chat, it won't let you, but if you text it to me, I will look it up. All right, let's look at some pictures. Love this picture. You got your own little sign there. It says AAA stable, established 2006. Very cool. Gravel drive. Very nice. Fresh paint. Roof looks like it's in great shape. There's your round pen. Ooh, Uva just sent me a house for Richfield. How's the music, everybody? Is music okay? It doesn't sound like country music anymore. All right, he sent me a house on 5 acres. We'll see if we can squeeze that in here. A couple horses there. There's our barn. Very nice. Wouldn't it be too difficult to pour a concrete pad in there too if you wanted to? There's our seasonal pond. Might have some opportunities for ducks on there. drone shot. We're so lucky to live in the Northwest. How beautiful is that? You can see how close you are to Mount St. Helens. Just a beautiful place to live. It's nice they put a little cover in here, probably to watch their daughters ride. I don't know. All right, we're in the house. Laminate flooring, wood stove, ceiling fan, very clean. Nice painted cabinets for mica countertops, nothing wrong there. Keep in mind, guys, we're at $779,000. We just looked at homes at 1.3, 1.4 million. Okay, so we're half that here. Very nice. It's a big kitchen for 1,600 square feet. Dining area. This living room has some character. Cool original fireplace. Love the ceilings. Wood burning stove. Very cool. Bedroom number 1. Guest bath. Bedroom number 2. Decent sized bedrooms. Bedroom number 3. Out back. What's this? Little shop. Oh, how cool is this little she shed? Okay, back in the barn. Yeah, it would not take a whole lot, I would have think, to pour a concrete pad in here. Okay, very nice listing. In Yakult, there are currently 21 homes for sale. $575 is our median list price. $469 is our our average price for pending properties. I think we looked at this one back a while back. And for sold properties, we're at $580,000. Okay, I was thinking affordability on this one. So we did a temporary 2-1 buy down. I'll try to explain it as quick as possible. We've broken this program down on a lot of different streams in the past, so go back and find those. This is a loan feature that can be added to almost any loan program out there. If we were to come in and put 20% down, interest rate 6.89, principal and interest would be $47.02. Okay, $166,000 out of pocket. If we came in and asked the sellers to pay for a temporary 2-1 buy down, it would cost the sellers $14,452. That's the cost of the 2-1 buy down, and here's the sellers paying for them in the contributions line here, okay? And what that does is for the first year, our interest rate drops from 6.89 to 4.89, 2%, saving us $796 a month for the first 12 months. In year 2, the interest rate is brought down by 1%, so 5.89, saving us $407 a month. And then in years 3 through 30, our interest rate 6.89 with a total payment of $47.02. Now this is a 30-year fixed loan. You just get an introductory rate for the first 2 years. So this could help you get used to a higher payment. Maybe buying a horse property requires some cash flow in the beginning. So you save $800 a month, kind of help you get the ranch going. So there's a lot of options out there, or a lot of reasons why this is attractive. And then hopefully we're catching a refinance and sometime in this 3-year period. Okay, we're gonna go for a record. It's 9:40, I think we can do it. We're gonna do a 4th home, and then I'm gonna try to get to Uva's Richfield house he sent me. So we're gonna go for a record and try to do 5 homes. We're only at 40 minutes. So I normally go 50 minutes. So we'll see if we can do this. And Mrs. Steinman, this may be the one. I haven't looked at it too in depth yet, but this may be the one. We're going to 2316 Northwest 379th Street, Inlet Center. 4 beds, 4 baths, 3793 square feet. Built in 2005 on a 5-acre lot. Becky DeHaan is the listing agent, great agent over at Keller Williams. Long description. I'm going to do Micro Machine Man, see how fast I can read this. Luxury home with an ADU. An extraordinary new horse barn nestled on 5 usable acres. Gorgeous setting. Multiple outdoor living spaces to enjoy territorial views. Superb construction, high ceilings, large windows, and extensive woodwork throughout. Rustic yet elegant design. Showcase kitchen features custom cabinets with pullouts, under cabinet lighting, gas cooktop, pot filler, wall oven, veggie sink, and pantry. Dining nook provides, I'm going to kind of skim through here. Okay, outdoor kitchen with built-in barbecue, sink and kegerator spouts, large patio, water features, fire pit, wood-burning fireplace in the living room in a 2005 build. That's cool. Spa-like experience in the primary suite. Steam shower, dual head jacuzzi tub, custom closet organizer. All right, the 2 guest bedrooms on the main floor have walk-in closets with organizers as well. Jack and Jill bathroom, main floor den. Basement ADU offers separate living quarters with private entry and patio. It features a family room, kitchenette, full bathroom with tub, large bedroom, and ample storage. Heated attached garage, plus a man cave. Custom built barn with handcrafted barn doors, 36 by 48 plus 12-foot overhangs on each side. Concrete floors, 4 matted stalls with runs. Automatic waterers, loft, hay storage with rack. 35 minutes to PDX. Looks like a big house, 3793 square feet. Look at that barn. Beautiful backyard, lots of concrete, fire pit. Beautiful landscaping. There's our wood-burning fireplace. Man, that's beautiful. Beautiful fireplace. Nice big windows. Tall ceilings. French doors out to the back patio, dining room. Man, beautiful breakfast nook overlooking the barn. Tile kitchen, don't hate it. Their tile countertops, don't hate them. Looks great. Nice backsplash. For 2005, this kitchen doesn't look too dated. I like it. All right, here's our outdoor kitchen with the kegerator, built-in barbecue. Looks like a sound system. Primary bedroom, primary bath, dual vanity, a lot of mirrors, walk-in shower. Bedroom number 2 with the Jack and Jill bathroom. Looking into bedroom number 3. Office, man cave, Kind of cool. Family room. Oh no, this is the ADU. This is the ADU with the kitchenette. Man, that's a nice ADU. This is great. Lots of blacktop coming over to the barn. Beautiful. There's your wash stall. With a hot water heater. Room to build an arena, even just the outdoor arena. There's room there. Right there. That's right where I'd put it. Right here. There might be a beach house in Long Beach and a home in Ridgefield for sale soon. That's be so tempting. Anybody else out there dream of having a property like this? Not sure if I can handle all the work. But it's kind of a fantasy, right? Get out of the subdivision, get a big horse property. All right. Quick numbers on this, 20% down and 30% down. We're in jumbo land. 6.94 interest rate. Brass tacks, 82.88 with 20% down, 73.78 with 30% down, 286 out of pocket versus 424, difference of $900 a month. Take a quick look at property taxes, 914. Okay. We're going to look at Uva's property he sent me. Probably won't run numbers on it just for sake of time, but let's take a look at it here. All right, we are going to 20601 Northwest 41st Avenue in Richfield. 3 beds, 2 baths, 2124 square feet, built in 1978 on 5 acres, listed by Patty, Premier Property Group. Homesteaders Haven in Ridgefield. Discover the perfect blend of comfort, functionality, and country charm on the stunning 5-acre property in desirable Ridgefield, Washington. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home offers peaceful rural living with all the modern conveniences, making it ideal for homesteaders. Does anybody consider themselves a homesteader? Are we staking claim? Hobby farm. I'm just giving this gal a hard time. It's interesting. I've never consider somebody a homesteader, at least not in my lifetime. Hobby farmers or anyone seeking self-sufficient lifestyle, step inside to find a, you know what it is? It's a polite way of saying preppers. That's what it is. Homesteaders is the politically correct term for preppers. Step inside to find a warm and welcoming home featuring a cozy wood-burning fireplace, all appliances included, even washer dryer, and access to 3 spacious decks for outdoor relaxation or entertaining, a newer roof, 2016, and owned solar power system. The key word there being owned. This can be kind of a tricky thing when financing a home with solar panels. The fact that they're owned and not leased is what you're looking for. Outdoors, the possibilities are endless. 30 by 50 powered barn and 24 by 36 foot shop with concrete floors and electricity, offering ample space for animal storage or projects. This property includes producing orchards with apples, pears, figs, grapes, blackberries, and blueberries, plus a greenhouse and potting shed. 3-car garage, private well and septic system, chicken coop, fire pit. Okay. So we're just shy of $1 million, which would make this the second most affordable home on today's stream. Whoa, lots of blacktop, love it. Washing my car is not my favorite thing to do. So having blacktop instead of gravel is definitely a bonus for me. Okay. All right, so here's some opportunities, because we're under $1 million for 5 acres in Ridgefield is like kind of unheard of. But the house needs paint, a little bit of landscaping, cheap, easy stuff to do. Nice back deck. Use some stain. All easy stuff. Parquet, flooring, love it. Very nice. Big living room. Cool fireplace, wood burning fireplace. Yeah, this is, if you want a little home to kind of update and not have to do a full remodel on, this home is screaming for it. You could do some really cool stuff with this fireplace, rip that carpet out. Maybe some new cabinets. It wouldn't take a whole lot. You've got nice hardwood floors in here. I like it. In my mind, on a home like this, I'm coming in with, let's say I have $400,000 put down. I'm coming in with as little down as I can get away with, most likely. I'd like to have 75 to 100 grand cash on hand buying a property like this so far. So I can come in here and put a nice new vanity in, right? Change the cabinets out in the kitchen, do some flooring changes, mess with that fireplace. I'd leave that parquet. I love parquet floors. They're coming back. I know it. Nice bedrooms. Look at this big bedroom here with hardwood floors. Maybe laminate. Looks like laminate. Oh, very nice floor plan. I haven't seen this yet. This style floor plan. It even shows the parquet floors. Very nice. Good square footage, 5 acres. This looks like our pump house for the well, I'd imagine. Garage. Those are orchards. It's a lot of property. That looks like an old well house, pump house. Okay, here's shop number 1. Man, lots you could do here. This looks like our greenhouse. Shop number 2. Chickens. All right, didn't see much of the barn, but Uva, very cool house for under $1 million. Let's see where at in Richfield is. 5 acres in Richfield for under $1 million is crazy. And it's on the west side, just north of Sarah. Guys, this is one of my favorite spots in Richfield right here. It's beautiful out there. How did we do? Uva, Carissa, thanks for joining me. It was a fun live stream. Tune in to our series this week, our daily YouTube videos. If you have any ideas on what you want to see on the stream next week, let me know. Go out and enjoy your Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to Uva. And we'll see you guys back here. Have a great week and be safe.